"Eat breakfast like a king, lunch like a prince, and dinner like a pauper," is a famous quote by renowned American nutritionist Adele Davis. The belief has been propagating for several decades now and is religiously followed by millions of people around the world. On the other hand, Ayurveda, an ancient Indian system of medicine, recommends a light, fruit and vegetable-filled breakfast. These days, fitness enthusiasts are indulging in and advocating high-protein breakfasts as well. There is so much emphasis on breakfast today that most people believe that it is the most important meal of the day. It's considered a grave sin to skip breakfast, and many serious health issues like obesity, diabetes, and hypertension are attributed to it. Let's first discuss what is breakfast. Breakfast is composed of two words, break and fast. It basically means to break the fast. The fast in this case is your sleep. Most people sleep 6 hours a day and have dinner a couple of hours before going to bed. They are essentially fasting for a third of the day, which depletes the body of blood sugars. Fasting has its own benefits, but the first meal of the day provides a much-needed boost to the body and energizes a person to get on with his day. The belief that breakfast is the most important meal of the day originated in the US in the 19th and 20th centuries. With the advent of the Industrial Revolution, urbanization, and liberalization, a sedentary lifestyle became much more common. People spent their time sitting at work instead of toiling away at farms. Women also entered the workforce, resulting in the whole family consuming light and easy-to-prepare foods in the morning. All these factors paved the way for the introduction of cereals, pancakes, croissants, and bacon for breakfast. Cereal companies used their lobbyists to argue that breakfast was the most important meal and that the best way to begin the day was with a bowl of cornflakes or Fruit Loops. Eggs and bacon were later popularized through the same marketing tactics. Today, there are numerous competing theories about which type of breakfast is best. But the view that has remained mostly unchallenged is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But is it really true? No, breakfast is not the most important meal of the day. It's only important for food manufacturers and fitness influencers to sell you their breakfast products. All meals are essential and should be composed of an adequate quantity of fats, carbs, proteins, and fiber. How a person should have breakfast depends on their lifestyle and digestive system. Some people can't handle food first thing in the morning, while others, like athletes and powerlifters, need constant energy and can't go too long without consuming something. Skipping breakfast often can lead to weight loss, which can be both good or bad, depending on one's perspective. Having breakfast has its perks, but not having it is not such a cardinal sin as it's made out to be. There is no conclusive evidence that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Skipping breakfast is not recommended, but there is no harm in doing so if a person is meeting his daily calorie and nutrient intake from other meals.